You're watching E.T.N, where we don't do news, we just talk entertainment. Share and subscribe.
Hey everyone, welcome to Entertainment Talk Nation. This is Rob. Today we're going to talk about the next saga for Marvel. Of course, there is no title yet, but after a successful Infinity Saga, Marvel has slowly begun to reveal their plans for the future, and well, some fans are worried. Before we get into it, make sure to hit that subscribe button, like this video, and most importantly, share it as it helps the channel a great deal. So, the last 6 days have really seen a number of rumors surface about the future of Marvel and potential character changes, villain leaks, and whatnot. When I see these things happen, I always tend to think they happen because of lack of news, and to be quite frank, the entertainment news has been pretty slow. So what better to get clicks than going on to start speculating about a Black Magneto and Professor X, or discuss a female Captain America played by Emily Van Camp, or two different Captain Americas, both of which are black, etc, etc, etc. Yes, these headlines and more have all happened since last Thursday, the 12th of September. And oddly enough, they came from We Got This Covered, which is about as reliable as a condom made out of toilet paper. There's now a brewing fear of the SJW wokeness invading Marvel. Once again, I stand here and I look at my YouTube homepage and see the shift from Star Wars SJW to Marvel SJW, and I sigh. Not because any of these guys are wrong. As mentioned before, I myself hate SJW and politically correct narratives shoved in my face and in my entertainment. But I also feel that if we're going to tackle that, we should at least focus on the ones who are actually pushing it. Don't worry, this video won't be focused on that topic. There are plenty of content creators that are voicing their opinion on that. All I'm saying is that when you look at these articles, try and remember that it is the media that is trying to make this happen, not necessarily the companies. Of course, the companies will follow suit at times and pander, but ultimately, I have to judge the moves and the movies themselves before I accuse the company of trying to push a narrative. This leads me to the question at hand. Is Marvel on the decline? Well, at the moment, no, not even close. There is also no evidence to prove that they ever will be. If the rumors are true that Galactus and Doctor Doom will be the next baddies, they actually have an opportunity to outdo the Infinity Saga. See, if you just ignore the media and go by what is said, you will realize that these outlets have been basing their claims on one statement made by Kevin Feige, which was in an interview last year where he stated, and I'm paraphrasing, how more diversity makes for better story. This is the world, this is the future, our future. Now, one side did not give full clarification with this statement. They ignored the part where Kevin Feige was specifically talking about directors. He was asked about the director of Captain Marvel and the director of Black Panther, and could people expect more directors who are diverse in relation to a particular story? Of course, this sounds the alarm, and everyone begins to think that this is the definitive direction Marvel is going. Then there's the new Thor movie, which have people convinced that it will be SJW because of Natalie Portman having the hammer. Well, to be fair, this has happened multiple times in the comic, where another person has had Thor's powers, not just with Jane Foster, but also Red Norvell, Beta Ray Bill, Eric Masterson, and Rune King Thor. I also believe that while Jane may have Thor's powers, I believe it will be for a certain amount of time and will just be exclusive to this movie. I have yet to find any concrete evidence that Portman signed a new extended contract. Before being announced in Thor: Love and Thunder, her last contract with Marvel was for 3 movies, and she's done 2 prior to this, as her scenes in Endgame were merely stock footage with Rocket Raccoon inserted digitally. So, if this is her official 3rd movie per her contract, pending a re-sign, there's no reason to believe, at least for now, that she will continue on handling the hammer. The other arguments include She-Hulk and the Kamala Khan version of Ms. Marvel. And while Ms. Marvel has been confirmed to be in the next Captain Marvel movie, I consider these 2 shows to be a testing of the water for Marvel. See how they perform, and if they do well, then maybe we'll see a potentially bigger role for these characters in upcoming movies. So with all this, it's not only too early to say or be concerned that Marvel's on the decline, but the evidence actually proves otherwise. While the early front-end movie lineup is weak without a Captain America or Iron Man movie, Black Widow next year is sure to be a success. The Eternals will at least garner interest and potentially either be a mild success or a case of lightning in the bottle a second time, just as with Guardians was the first time. Shang-Chi in 2021 is going to be anchored by an intriguing Doctor Strange sequel, which will then be followed up by a concluding that year with Thor: Love and Thunder. Then you begin 2022 with Black Panther 2. Marvel have placed their new characters in between sure to be successful ones. And in between all this, you're sure to get breadcrumbs and teases not only for the new saga villains, but also the introductions of the X-Men characters as well as Fantastic Four. Even if you are experiencing comic fatigue, I feel confident that even that group of people will want to see how Marvel rights the ship with these characters they retrieve from the Fox acquisition. Finally, they have the strength of the general audience, an audience larger than the comic fans, who don't sit on the internet 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and who have been conditioned for the last 11 years that Marvel is a family-friendly time at the movies. They know they will get at least a decent story, great effects, and a good versus bad scenario where the good guy wins. All the ingredients that guarantee 4 seats at their movies by multiple families. So in the end, even with these rumors, and a relatively light first few movie lineup in this next build-up, the back end is loaded with heavy hitters like X-Men, the iconic villains Dr. Doom and Galactus, and the Fantastic Four, sprinkled with new stories on Disney Plus and a very supportive general audience. So no, Marvel's not anywhere close to a decline. In fact, they may actually do better. Now, if they push the SJW diverse narrative in their movies, remember, ignore the media, they have no say in that, then we may see a decline, but it would likely be so slow and long that they would likely course correct, if they're smart. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, comment down below on your thoughts of the recent rumors, and whether you think Marvel is in the decline, and don't forget to like and share this video. Until next time, this is Rob signing off for E.T.N, where we don't do news, we just talk entertainment. Take it easy.